Today on DNVR Buffs Live, could the Buffs be getting multiple players back from a new rule that the NCAA decides on? We'll find out and discuss it. Who had the best head coaching hire this cycle so far? It's Tiersday, everyone. Taco Tuesday and Tiersday? Oh my gosh. We're so lucky. All that and much more. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Squad.
The energy alive and well today here in the Toyota Lounge. Driven by your Front Range Toyota store, Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Taco Tuesday, Tiersday. What a day, gentlemen.
Taco Tiersday.
Excellent.
Tuesday.
What did we do to deserve this?
Man, we must have been good.
You guys get some tacos?
I did, actually.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Upstairs. We will get to this. Taco Bell, whatever that sauce is in the quesadilla that's in the Cantina chicken taco, put it on everything. Just put it on everything.
Bro, you know what I thought about last night? That I've always knew this, but I saw it brought up again last night how when Jokic was drafted, a Taco Bell commercial
Quesarito commercial.
was airing.
The GOAT.
And like
No coincidence.
when I saw it again last night, I was like, wow. The connections between the state of Colorado and Taco Bell run so deep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fact.
So deep.
Yep.
That was just another kind of just realization for me tonight. Or last night. It was cool.
For a second, I also thought that commercial was filmed in Denver.
That'd have been crazy.
But it just looks like, because there's like a scene in it where they're like on a lake, and I thought that was like at City Park.
Oh, wow.
Turns out it was in LA.
Damn LA. Always trying to take our swag. All right, today on the show, college football players are re-signing. What does that mean? What is going on?
We got contract extensions.
It's crazy.
Agreeing to new deals.
We'll talk about it.
Speaking of agreeing to new deals,
Yeah?
Kenny Dillingham?
Did it happen?
He's so
No.
gone, bro.
Oh,
He's so gone.
hell yeah. Arch Manning's come back to Texas.
Okay.
Resign?
That was kind of known for a long time, right?
It was, yeah. We can talk about it, though. ESPN put together a list of Impact 2026 recruits for every Power 4 team.
Saw that.
We'll talk about their pick for the Buffs. And then, yes, happy Tiersday. We will rank the best head coaching hires of the offseason on a tier list. Portal, recruiting, but we start today with this red shirt thing going on. And I think we mentioned this, or Rick George or someone had a tweet about this a few months ago that brought it up. But Ross Dellinger kind of broke it down yesterday. He works, obviously, for Yahoo Sports. There's a lot going on with this, man. This is the Cliff Notes version, I guess. Commissioners of the Power 4 plus the Pac-12, named in the House settlement, filed an affidavit in support of NCAA eligibility rules ahead of a hearing yesterday that was scheduled, which would overturn the NCAA redshirt rule and grant players 5 full seasons. Basically, this could, I mean, there's multiple players in the Buffs who have redshirted, but there's seniors in particular who could potentially be leaving that have redshirted that could be granted an extra year to come back.
That haven't redshirted.
Haven't?
This would apply to players who have not redshirted before.
Okay.
So I think the argument is like, why should I be punished in my eligibility just because I was good enough to play as a freshman?
Or not get hurt.
Or not get hurt. And that's another thing is like, yeah, you get, I don't know. Sometimes when you like just apply normal everyday logic to these situations, you start to realize how much of a house of cards this entire system is.
Yep.
And that's why they keep losing these lawsuits or essentially forfeiting these lawsuits, is because they know that it just doesn't hold up in a court. So this is for players who have played 4 years in 4 years.
Yep.
And are
True
essentially
seniors.
saying, like, I should get a fifth year of eligibility. Why am I losing out on my opportunity to play college football when I'm 22 because of what happened when I was 17?
Yep.
100%. Like you said, this applies to like true seniors, like guys who have played 4 seasons in 4 years. They could potentially gain a fifth year of eligibility. This is a case that went before. That was expected a decision yesterday, but it was postponed. We should get a verdict from what I'm seeing either later this week or early next week. And also, I think, Buffs News Weekly just mentioned it in the chat as well. From what I've seen as well from my guy Mitt Winter, who's a collegiate athletics attorney, this specific case, Patterson versus NCAA, if gone in Patterson's favor, would just apply to those, I think, 5 individuals who applied. But
Once the precedent is set.
exactly right. And obviously schools and individual people potentially would obviously go forward and try to, with that precedent set, try to, get their extra year of eligibility as well. So obviously that applies to a few different people on the Colorado football team. You saw it on the thumbnail there. This could potentially apply to Zarian McGill, Colorado center, who we expected was going to be out of here out of eligibility. He actually already posted something about a week and a half ago declaring for the 2026 NFL draft. I spoke briefly with Zarian today, and he told me that he's definitely holding out hope on getting an extra year of eligibility, getting a fifth year of eligibility. And I asked him, like, would you be coming back to Colorado? Would you be weighing your options and whatnot? And Zarian told me that he would definitely be coming back to Colorado if granted an extra year of eligibility. And that would be massive.
Journalism happening out here.
Look at this guy.
That would be massive. Getting your starting center back, the dude who played more offensive snaps than anybody on the Colorado football team this year, getting him back for a fifth year at such an important position would be massive for this team. So there are a couple other guys as well included who potentially this could benefit. Were you going to say something?
No, this would just be so big from an offensive line standpoint.
Yeah, man.
Because I've heard good things about what Brendan Marion thinks about a few of the guys who are returning.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everyone loves Jordan Seaton. That's a given. But even beyond that. And so then if you were also able to keep your center, you really might only need to replace one starter on the offensive line,
For real.
which is such a far cry from what I think a lot of people thought at one point, which could be upwards of 4.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this is it seems like it's a shot in the dark right now, but like I said, the NCAA has just been like laying down in all of these.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm guessing Patterson's going to win. And then it's just going to open the floodgates for anyone who wants it. And there'll probably just be a whole other thing where they say, okay, this is temporary. We're just like testing it out. And they'll roll it over again, just like the JUCO thing.
No doubt about it. And I had this tweet. This was, I think, was going into the season finale about Zarian. Most snaps played on the team. The best pass blocking grade on the team. The best run blocking grade on the team amongst the starting offensive line. Only 1 sack allowed. Only 5 pressures allowed going into that season finale. And this is just not only a good ball player, a leader, not only on the offensive line, but on the offensive side of the ball for the team as well. But when I tweeted that, I mentioned this that day as well. But James Chaney, who is obviously, Colorado's director of recruiting and football operations, he quote retweeted my post about Zarian and goes, "I stopped Zarian after practice today and expressed how proud I was of him as a player in person. Let me add to the accolades. Never misses, never late. Practices and plays hard, respectful, great in academics, the kind of young man who is easy to root for. Congrats to him and his parents." Like, those are the type of dudes that if you can, you would love to retain and keep in your locker room as that kind of leader, that kind of presence of an older guy who is doing it the right way. He's played a lot of football, seen a lot of things. This could really just be massive for this offensive line. And we talked about it. Like, that would have to be priority, if not number 1, certainly number 2, and if not 1 or 2, number 3 in terms of addressing the offensive line and the transfer portal. And like you mentioned earlier, if you retain, Seat and Zarian and Yo-Yo and Larry Johnson and obviously the 2 freshman offensive linemen that you brought in last year, Still, work needs to be done, but some of that work could potentially be done for you already.
Absolutely. Yaya, could you make the chat just a little bit bigger?
Thanks, Yaya.
Thanks, bro. Real quick on Brendan Marion. I've been incredibly impressed with what I've been hearing from all sorts of different angles about the type of work that he's been putting in already since he got here. Doing a lot of like the nitty gritty stuff in terms of who he's talking to, communicating with, calls he's making, like just things that if how do I phrase this? If you haven't been happy about certain stuff, like he's come in and just hit the ground running, doing stuff that hasn't been done, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Without getting too into the details. So I feel like he could end up being like such a perfect hire to be the opposite side of, or to kind of be the yin and yang of what's going on at Colorado. Like, he is your classic college football coach who comes from the college football background, has grinded his way up the ranks, and is obsessed with recruiting and loves doing all the little things that are involved in college football. And I think that just might be perfect for what the staff needed.
Speaking of that, yesterday he offered 2027 3-star running back SaRod Baker. This guy is Texas guy, DeSoto.
Texas high school football player?
Yeah.
This guy has gone insane in the playoffs, though. He is only ranked a 3-star again, the 806 overall player, 68th overall running back. That's just not going to last very much longer. In the playoffs this year, the playoffs alone, he's played 5 playoff games. He has a state title game upcoming next. He's rushed for 1,503 yards on 135 carries and scored 19 times.
Just in the playoffs.
Just in the playoffs.
Did you say 1,500 yards?
Yes. 1,500 yards,
5
135 carries, 19 times in 5 games. And he has another game to go.
That's insane, dog.
He has 3,081 yards and 44 touchdowns in his junior season.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So,
wow.
4-star very soon.
Absolutely.
Potentially higher.
I mean, maybe not, because Quentin Gibson did something pretty similar last year,
and that's what I was just about to get to. Is Quentin Gibson blew up because of the playoffs, really, after he went crazy during the season anyway. But then he legitimately carried his team to a high school championship.
What this guy's doing,
but the reason he couldn't get the 5th star, or he had 4, right, or was he just 3?
I think he got bumped up by like ESPN at the end of the cycle.
The reason why he couldn't get elevated is because of his size.
Yeah.
So what is the size profile on Baker?
247 has him listed at 5'9", 185.
Okay.
In one game, he had 37 carries, 402 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
It's Texas high school football, though.
So they gotta chill on the usage rate there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that is common.
They're trying to win a
I
state title.
I know, but that's a challenge that you have as a high school or college coach.
26, right? Or is he 27?
27.
Okay.
So he's still got a lot of time, but...
And if I'm not mistaken, when he posted his offer from Colorado the other day, that first name he tagged...
Yes, Brendan. Yeah.
Brendan Marion.
I mean, all the offers coming out right now are saying Brendan Marion.
And it's kind of like what we talked about, what you were talking about too. Like, checks a lot of the boxes that a lot of people were looking for and clamoring for with this hire.
Yeah, and like I said, that's just the stuff that you can see.
Right.
The stuff that I'm hearing is just in addition to that stuff that you can't see.
I thought it was cool as hell, even out the gate last weekend, him sitting at the CU basketball game with Rick George.
I know.
That was cool. Like, that's how you ingratiate yourself within a fan base before games and practices are even underway.
I got to admit, I don't know if I've seen that.
I know I haven't. I know I haven't.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Which, of course, is going to add to the I guess, speculation that a lot of people had, which was like Marion's head coach in waiting. I wouldn't go that far.
Long way to go before we get there.
Exactly. And that would imply a lot of things.
Yes.
But I think that head coach in training.
Well,
and that's not to take away from the fact that he's already been a head coach, but it's no secret that like he's trying to elevate to the next level of head coach.
For sure.
Like he's not coming here to be the offensive coordinator at Colorado. So why would he not carry himself like a head coach and do things without stepping on anyone's toes? But I think Coach Prime is now personally invested as well in helping Brennan Marion to the next level. So he's going to give him little tidbits as well.
I mean, Brennan Marion publicly stated like his admiration for Coach before they even met.
Yeah.
And then they meet, and like he clearly became that a relationship clearly formed where maybe a mentor type relationship. And I'm sure that he kind of feels that. I think he has to feel that way to come here because I don't think he leaves being a head coach of a team like Sac State where they already had some really decent success to this point for a pro kind of like newer-ish program.
And recruiting momentum there.
Exactly. Like, I don't know how many other coaches he would have really left that job for, honestly. And it's clearly Coach Prime is like a special head coach out here, So there has to be some type of, I mean, you see it all the time with guys who come and coach at CU. They just want to come coach for Coach Prime. The players want to just come play for him. Like, that's really the advantage that CU has is having Coach Prime. This is what happens.
Yeah. And his confidence in what he's doing and how he's going to do it it really helps me sleep at night. Like I was already stoked about him being here. But I honestly think if you hooked him up to a lie detector and said like, are you 100% confident that what you're going to do is going to work at Colorado? He would be like, yes. And it would just not take it all.
Yep.
I mean, where hasn't it worked?
Exactly.
Where hasn't it worked?
And it just fires me up.
For real.
Really fires me up.
All right, let's take our first break, and then we will rank the coaching hires from this cycle. Shout out to our friends over at Game Time, the best ticketing app out there, not just for games, World Cup, maybe.
Definitely.
Concerts, events, whatever's going on in your city. Make sure you hit them up. Use the promo code BUFFS, BUFFS. You'll get $20 off your first purchase. Game Time has a guarantee, man. You'll always get 100% authentic tickets on time at the best price. You know how ticketing goes. I mean, if you wait a little bit, it can be a little risky, but that's when all the best deals are coming up right before the game starts. So whether it's NFL playoffs, World Cup, we have a World Cup going on this summer. Some people are figuring out. I'll be rooting for America. Some people will be rooting for every team in the World Cup.
Can't relate.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, use the promo code BUFFS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today.
And shout out to the squad, our good friends over at Bet365, man. We're at that point of the year where it seems like every day of the week there's a big sporting event going on. And tonight is no different, bro. Jake, did you know there's a championship basketball game on tonight? A championship basketball game on tonight.
The NBA Cup?
They are playing for the NBA Cup championship tonight. The Spurs and the New York Knicks. And Bet365 is helping you get in on the action. Because y'all already know, it's never ordinary at Bet365. See for yourself with Bet365's Tip-Off Tuesday offer. Place a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the safety net bet feature on tonight's NBA Cup championship and get up to $10 in bonus bets if the bet wins or loses. Terms and conditions apply. Download the app. Use code DNVR365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never, ever, ever, ever ordinary with our friends over at Bet365. Shout out to them.
Just cannot wait to bet on the World Cup over at Bet365 for all my favorite soccer teams.
You and I both, brother. You and I both. One last thing on the potential eligibility loophole. What's up?
We should do a World Cup draw around here.
Absolutely.
Where everyone gets, their teams.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, you don't have to do it.
Why you can't do that?
I mean, we could also do a draft.
I'm down to draft.
Okay.
Somebody's going to fuck me over.
No. I don't want to get too far into this, but I will say U.S. Mexico have always been soccer rivals. So it's like popular to root against Mexico. And like this World Cup, I just can't do it. I just love the country too much. It's just disingenuous.
I mean,
I've always felt that way.
So are there games in Mexico too?
It's a beautiful thing that like Nebraska sucks ass as a place.
Right.
Kansas City inferior to Denver. Like, it makes it easy. Then, like, I don't know. The country of Mexico is just too dope. Can't
Only
hate
been
anymore.
once. Are there games in Mexico this year? Canada, oh Canada.
All right.
One last thing on the potential eligibility loophole. We talked about Zarian. A couple other guys who could potentially benefit from this. Keaton Wade is a senior this year.
Could definitely use him.
It applies to him. He's played 4 years now. 2 at Kentucky. I don't believe either of those are redshirt, and obviously these past 2 years at Colorado. And that'd obviously be a great ad, or not an ad, but a retainment of his talents on the edge, along with McPherson, along with Merritt, and whoever you might add via the portal. It would be a massive returnee, and I think it also potentially applies to both of the kickers as well. We were talking about Buck Buchanan last week being out of eligibility. I think it also applies to him. He had 3 years, I believe, at Louisiana Tech. Obviously this year at Colorado. And it might also potentially apply to Amada, who spent 2 years at Jackson State and 2 years at Colorado. So could potentially be getting back a couple kickers, potentially can make your starting center and a really, really good rotational edge piece. So, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But keep an eye on all that.
You mean the most accurate kicker in Colorado football history?
I think that is who that would apply to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Record holder, or tied the record for the most consecutive kicks made, right?
Also right. Yep.
Huh, interesting. Taco Tuesday.
Is that true?
Taco. Oh, yes, that is true. That is true.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Taco Bell, though. They're doing some cool stuff on the menu and much cooler stuff to come as well in the very near future. But a quick word from our friends.
Taco Tuesday, and I've got the Rockies guys who know a thing or two about tacos because that's a staple in Rockies world. But look at this sampling, just amazing. Pick your poison, boys.
All right,
what do you want? A little soft cantina chicken taco?
I've actually never gone with the breakfast burrito, so I'm
Come
going to
on,
try this for
bring
the
it.
first time on
Bring it.
camera.
I'm gonna go chicken cantina burrito. What does cantina mean?
Pass me a soft taco,
so,
then I gotta see what's in here.
Habla español cantina.
Barra, which is bar.
Nice.
Oh.
There you go.
The type of
Chicken
bar.
bar taco. Fucking
Look
right.
at this cantina chicken
Oh my God.
quesadilla
Oh
right
my God,
here.
it's so good. We got a little guac. We were
Yeah,
just saying
guac,
before this.
Sour, sauce boss all over the place.
I was going to say Taco Bell, like you can't go wrong because you got so many different sauces.
We'll see about that.
That is good stuff. Buff boxes, they're gone, but Taco Bell still in on the buffs. Tell them who you want them to support next year. Big season for Coach Prime and the Buffs. They're big supporters. Happy Taco Tuesdays, everybody.
Chicken cantina burrito.
Shout out Dre. Shout out the Rockies guys. Shout out Taco Bell.
Shout out Taco Bell, man.
All right.
Who y'all want to see on the Cups next year? Let us know in the comments. Because Taco Bell wants to know.
Yeah.
And so do I.
Facts. All right, let's do it. Pull it up, y'all. Let's play Tiersday. I've got 12 schools here.
Nice.
This is just alphabetical order. What?
Let me just start by saying Michigan hiring Kenny Dillingham, S tier hire.
Absolutely.
I mean, bro, every time I hear him talk, it's so apparent. that
Yeah,
he's leaving.
he's goated, bro.
So apparent
Awesome.
he's leaving.
Well, yeah. So can we just talk about that really quick?
Go ahead.
Zoom us out. So he comes to the podium, whatever, the day that the rumors are really hot. He shows up at practice. He's, kind of messing with the media a little bit.
Is this the basketball day?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, never mind.
And then after practice, he's asked, why is Arizona State special to you?
Yeah.
Right.
And he breaks into tears talking about what, Arizona State means to him. But Arizona State fans took that as oh, he loves us so much, he's staying.
Yeah.
Even then, I was like, man, it feels like he's really conflicted at the very least right now. Of course he loves it here, but he has an opportunity for himself, for all of his assistants, all of his stuff that could pull him away, and that's why he's so emotional.
Yeah.
Then the reporting comes out, oh, they're close to an extension. And usually when that happens, it's by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, that was like, what, Saturday?
It's like 3 days ago, I think, at this point.
I was going to say
Sunday.
I was going to say either Friday or Saturday, but it was around then. Yeah,
The basketball day. The day where he, like, practice was delayed because he had to play basketball.
Saturday morning.
Yeah,
right,
that was
yes.
a wild one too. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. He was obviously doing something else, not playing basketball.
that's a crazy thing to even say.
Yeah.
Like, people, I think, would actually lose their minds if it was just like, oh yeah, Coach Prime like played delayed practice because he wanted to play tennis this morning.
Exactly. Of
They'd be
course.
like, well, this guy isn't focused on the right things. Anyways, it's now Tuesday.
Yeah.
What's the hang up?
And he talked to the media again today too.
And he talked to the media and he was asked, do you want to put the rumors to bed? And he said, it's my responsibility.
I got it right
go
here.
ahead.
Kenny Dillingham's response when asked if he wanted to put the Michigan rumors to bed, and this is just a part of the quote. I think my job is to try to do whatever I can for the people that are with me. So in other words, no.
Let's go.
I don't want to put it to rest, or I'm not going to.
Hell yeah.
And so here's, I mean, I really don't understand what's happening, but here's my best guess is Kenny Dillingham has a list of demands for ASU that if you hit all of this, I will stay. And they're dragging their feet.
Someone's got to be dragging their feet.
Like, just say yes and figure it out later.
Yeah.
Even
Because
Go ahead.
to me, it's like there's a part of that essentially, like, if I had to pin it down, I would say like assistant pool.
Kind of seems that's what he might be alluding to.
Yeah. So like, or it could be an opportunity wise. Like, you're just not going to get the attention as an assistant coach at Arizona State that you get at Michigan. But from a pro Arizona State perspective, I think it is assistant pool. And like, if you're on your knees begging him to stay, and he's saying like, I need another 1.7 million for my assistant or whatever it is,
Done. Should be.
that's why I'm so confused. What's going on here? Unless every time he goes back to Michigan saying like, all right, yeah, guys, like I think I'm going to stay. They're like, but wait, we've got more. We've got a little more for you. And so then he goes back to Arizona State. I don't know, but it's usually these things don't drag out long. The guy gets tossed in for the job.
Right.
They say they're working on the extension. They get it to him, and it's like, oh, look at that. He leveraged Michigan for $2 more million a year, and some NIL promises.
For sure.
Yep.
I mean, I would just say the way Kenny Dillingham and Kalen DeBoer are handling these rumors, very different.
Ooh, what's Kalen DeBoer doing?
DeBoer is straight
chilling.
up like, I'm happy here. My family and I love it here.
And he actually was directly asked, like, will you be Alabama's coach next year? And he, yes. Yes.
The only motivation for him to leave is if he feels like he's going to get fired. Like, Alabama's a better job than Michigan.
Yeah, sure.
Michigan won a national title more recently. Beat them the last 2 times, too. Just the facts.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the facts.
One of those times with DeBoer?
It was the year after they won the Natty. They beat them because they beat Saban in his last game, won the Natty, and then it must have been DeBoer's head coach. They beat him in whatever bowl game it was after the year.
Okay. Either way, I would take Alabama over Michigan. But regardless, to me, that's the only reason he leaves is if he doesn't feel like he's on stable ground there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, someone also mentioned in the comments, Cornhole says, I think Michigan's legit waiting on Bama OU to conclude. I mean, that could be something as well, see if their season ends. But, I mean, Michigan's got to have a target in mind.
They do.
Yeah.
Crying in front of Arizona State reporters about having to leave. Drew Mestemaker is expected into the portal.
Yes, and we could talk about Oklahoma State as a potential landing spot on the other side of this break. Shout out to our friends over at Coors Light. It's the holidays. We're getting close to the holiday time. It's just getting to that time of the year, and people are stressed.
Very much so.
People are stressed here.
Yes, they are.
People are stressed walking down Old Colfax. I mean, crazy spot to be. It sounds like everyone just needs to chill a little bit, right?
I know how they can do that.
With our friends over at Coors Light. Come hang out with us at the DNVR bar for playoff season. We got Nugs and Av season heating up as well. And you know the Coors Light's going to be flowing here at the DNVR bar. Tailgate season, unfortunately, over for the Buffs, but I do think we have at least 2 more Broncos tailgates. I think they play. The Chiefs game is already here.
This weekend for sure against the Jags.
Yes, actually, you're right. It is the Jags in the last game of the year against the Chargers.
Yep.
So you got 2 more opportunities to tailgate with us outside of Mile High and crush some Coors Lights together. Make the most of the times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light and get it delivered straight to your door when you visit CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer.
I'm not sure if everybody out there knew this, but it is Taco Tuesday. The best way for you to celebrate this wonderful weekly holidays with our friends over at Taco Bell, man. Check out that Taco Bell new Cantina chicken menu, man. You are in for a treat, man. It's a new era of chicken, man. This is a new flavorful chicken. It's slow roasted, perfectly seasoned with Mexican spices, garlic, onions, a variety of chilies as well, man. You can get this with that white corn tortilla in a white corn tortilla with cheese inside and outside. And unfortunately, the Buffs boxes have sold out. But your local Colorado Taco Bell restaurants, they would love to hear from you guys, the fans. Which student athletes would you like to see featured on the Collector Cups for the 2026 football season? Put your comments in the chat. Let us know who you think deserves to be featured next year. Shout out to Taco Bell, man. You already know what it is, man. Buffs love the bell.
All right. Anything else before we head into Tiersday?
No.
Let's get it rolling. We'll talk about Drew Messermaker when we get to Oklahoma State here. There is a D tier. I don't know. Do we move forward with this?
I like
How do
D
we
tier.
feel?
I've never been a fan of skipping D tier.
All right. We'll see how much we use it then.
Let's get it.
Again, just starting in alphabetical order. We're going to go with Arkansas. They hired what? Their Power 5 SEC head coaching job.
I know. I'm just laughing because we just have no idea.
No idea.
I mean,
I just know the brother's name.
Ryan Silverfield. He's in from Memphis. They had Sam Pittman for 6 seasons. They went 32-34. And then the AD, after they fired Sam, says that we could have supported him better.
That would piss me off.
How do we feel about this? You can, however you feel about Arkansas, how you feel about Silverfield, combination of both. However you want to evaluate this.
I remember seeing some stuff right after Pittman was fired, just about how that athletic department at Arkansas is just not up to standard, not up to par in a few different ways. And I think you said the AD coming out afterwards and saying the obvious.
They said that before the coaching search too,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this this Silverfield fella is walking into a great spot. So. Seems like a CD
It's
type
a C. It's a C.
situation.
I've never thought more about the quality of a job versus expectations as I have during this coaching cycle. And Arkansas is a bad job because of that.
For sure.
You're expected to compete for SEC championships. You're probably not expected to win them, but you're definitely expected to compete for them. The history that relates to how often you do that does not line up with how often you're expected to.
Mm-hmm.
And
at best, you got the 8th, 9th best resources in the conference.
Yeah,
at best.
But like Cornhole says, like Jerry Jones is a big alum and supporter of Arkansas football. Like he could absolutely inject enough to fund a roster if he wanted to.
Are we sure about that?
I mean,
what?
He's had a long time, I think, to try to get involved, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
I also think the Waltons, are they Arkansas?
That's what Cornhole said too. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think they're. But why aren't they getting any player they want out of the portal Ole Miss?
It's got to be the people running the university then.
For sure.
Yeah.
This is C tier all over.
Yeah, C tier written all over it. Yep. By the way, when I think about the Buffs in that regard, it's got to be one of the best jobs in terms of what you're expected to do. At this point, you're literally all the fans want is to compete for a bowl game to go to a bowl game every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's the lowest possible expectation a college football fan base can have.
Pretty much.
And this is a place that has a national championship and 2 Heisman winners.
Yeah.
And, an actual period of sustained dominance.
I remember them in my lifetime being a top 10 team.
Yes. So, yeah, I was just like, when I was thinking about Penn State and Arkansas, I'm like, man, Colorado is really high on this matrix of expectations versus what's possible.
Definitely.
Yep. Next up is Auburn. Alex Galesh is the hire here. I like this guy.
I like this one a lot too.
He turned around. Oh, sorry, wrong article. Hold on. Hired from South Florida. Hugh Freeze went 15-19 in 3 seasons, 6-16 in the SEC, with home losses to New Mexico State, Cal, Vandy, Mississippi State, and Oklahoma. Crazy. I still think Auburn is maybe not LSU or obviously Alabama or Georgia, but I think they're firmly in that next tier in the SEC.
Agreed.
Right there with Ole Miss.
Yeah.
This is A or B for me. I was really impressed with what he did at USF, particularly this year. With the quarterback,
Byron Brown.
I believe that's what his name is. And he's going to get him a quarterback, and he proved he can coach. And I think what's going to help Golish at Auburn as well is how disliked his predecessor Hugh Freeze was.
Yes. I mean,
like Auburn fans are going to love.
When's the last time
this
Auburn
coach.
liked their coach?
I mean, Gus for a while for
when
sure.
when
The
they were
end
good.
got bad, but yes, they like Gus.
That'd be the
How
answer.
long ago was that?
Well, I mean,
At least 10. At
yeah,
least a
but
decade.
Gus was also the OC on that Natty team too, and then he came back and got the head coaching
That
job.
coach was Chiswick?
Gene Chizik, I
Sounds
believe,
right.
yes. And then I think they hired someone in between, maybe. I think because Gus, I think, went somewhere else and came back. If I believe that's correct,
I don't remember.
know. But Auburn, in terms of the roster, I mean, they get a quarterback. This roster, I think, is ready to win right away. Defensive line-wise, they've constantly brought in dogs. Keldrick Falk is going to go in the first round, if not top 10 picks this year in the draft. And they just continually have guys like that. Secondary players like crazy, too. I mean, if he figures out this offense, and at times this year, too, the Oklahoma game, they were close.
Yeah, I do think being the second best team in a state in the conference
It's tough.
is tough. Yeah. Is really tough. But
From a recruiting aspect, or
just from an everything aspect, yeah. I mean, again, they're constantly going to be compared to Alabama.
for sure. And you ain't winning that battle,
Exactly.
and these not anytime soon.
Exactly.
I'd be willing to call a shot here and put it in A tier, but that's up to
He
y'all.
did something that I didn't like, and I can't remember what it was.
Who?
Golish.
Couldn't tell you.
Something in the transition period where I was like, that was weird.
Yeah, I said A or B though, so it's up to
Do
y'all.
you have a?
What'd you say?
I think this is an A tier. I'll call a shot on this. I think this is a really good fit.
What is it you love about him?
I just think that what he did at USF in terms of scoring offense and points is what Auburn needs, and Auburn is Auburn. If he's just able to maintain the status quo with what they've been doing, recruiting the trenches, recruiting the secondary, and having a good defense, they're going to be a really good team.
I'll allow. It's easy to forget that South Florida was arguably worse than Colorado.
Yes. And he was hired in that cycle
Same
too.
cycle,
yes.
because
In 23.
they had interest in Coach Prime.
Yes. Yep.
And they were at the time a worse job.
Yep.
And so he's done well with that. If you remember, like when Jimmy and Zay came over, it was like, oh my God, we were looking at the film and
Yep.
their quarterback couldn't throw the ball. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was bad. Really bad.
I mean, they were in contention for most of the year this season to be that G5 team to get in the playoff as well.
Absolutely, bro.
So
I think he's a good coach.
Me too.
I mean, I remember before the season even just wondering wherever he goes, I'm going to be watching in particular. Cal, this is Tosh Lupoy. He was the defensive coordinator at Oregon. Justin Wilcox was there 9 years. Oregon has been pretty good defensively, and the first trip he made actually was the day he was hired, still in the suit that he did the press conference, hopped on a plane to Hawaii to go meet with Jaron Koe Sagapoletti to recruit him back to Cal, and it sounds like that's going to be the case.
Yeah, so Tosh Lupoy has been a name as long as I can remember in terms of elite recruiters. I think he was at Washington at one point. He's always kind of been up in that area of the country, just like USC maybe for a minute. I don't know. But he that's what he does. He recruits, and that's going to be huge for them. So I would probably put this in the B tier.
I think B tier, yes. Cal's just in such a weird spot with where they are in their conference and that conference's issues, and all of a sudden Cal's like average to above average team. And this was last year that got Wilcox fired.
Yeah. I like this. I think B's a good spot for it. That was really impressive to me, what he did right after getting hired, not, going through, getting interviewed or whatnot. No, I got to go make sure I lock in my stud quarterback.
Bro, he could have just made a phone call. I'll see you soon when you get back to Berkeley, all this stuff.
That boy pull up to the island.
Yep.
Like, that's a real one. And you got the quarterback locked in. Y'all know how I feel about football in particular. If you got a quarterback, you got a head coach. I feel pretty good about your chances. And I like what I've heard and what I know about Tosh. And I think that's just a good mix. You got the quarterback. You have a defensive-minded coach. You got quarterback to handle the offense ostensibly, and you got a defensive-minded coach who's going to bring your defense up a level. I like this fit.
So I didn't realize he played at Cal too.
Well, then Cal's got to be over the moon with this hire.
Played at Cal, started his coaching career at Cal, then went to Washington, long stint at Alabama, 4 years, then did a little meandering through the NFL, and then back to Oregon.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as good as Cal could have really done, I think. And
he was named National Recruiter of the Year in 2010.
Wow. Kind of what they need,
He's been
really.
doing this.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He is...
Looks like he's his late 40s, early 50s-ish.
Born 1981, 44.
Next, we have...
So he was the Recruiter of the Year at 29 years old? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some of these. Come on. Florida. John Sumrall.
Love it.
22 or I'm sorry, Billy Napier was out after going 22 and 23. He was obviously recruiting pretty well, at least the skill positions. Got a 5-star quarterback who's now gone. Defensively, they've had some pieces. I didn't watch Tulane too much, honestly. I can't tell you too much about this program under Sumrall. Yeah. He is coaching both programs right now, though.
He's got them both in his Twitter bio.
We'll see. Their running back, Jaden Baugh, they're still negotiating with him, but things obviously did not go well with DJ Lagway.
Yeah, this is a weird one because going back to the expectations versus what's possible thing at Florida, if you can find a way to start getting the top players in Florida to go to Florida, you're going to get good fast. And I feel like all it takes is someone to make them decent, like make them relevant again.
Yeah.
For a couple years in a row, and those dominoes will start to fall. I'm going to say this is A tier.
What did you say?
I'm not as high on it personally. I put it B tier, but I could be convinced for A. I'm not going to go crazy over it.
That is interesting. AIM TV, Jace Brown, Kansas State receiver is in the portal now. Very interesting. He's a dog, ball player. But I just said that I like Tosh Lupoi going to Hawaii to go lock in his quarterback and gave him credit for that. I'm going to take some credit away from Sumrall having a meeting with Lagway.
Maybe he doesn't want Lagway there.
I thought of that too.
Because so the guy that
maybe
the guy that it's rumored that Florida and Sumrall actually want is the guy who was behind Haynes King at Georgia Tech, and he just entered the portal today. Yes, so that could be who they're actually going for.
Interesting.
I was thinking maybe they should try to get Mensa to come back to reunite with Sumrall.
I mean, for sure. That'd be sick too.
I think he's going to the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm fine with B.
B tier it is.
Yeah.
I just put him in here because this program consistently wins. And now it's Billy Napier, the guy who just left the school we just talked about, actually. Going to JSU. Is JSU still going to be in the JMU? Are they still going to be in CFP conversations and winning the Sun Belt decisively with Billy Napier, do we think?
I feel like they just had to make a decision. Like they just had to hire somebody. And they just went with the most experienced guy. You know, the guy with the best resume. And I don't know if that always works out. I mean, I don't know. But I can see him a step down. The expectations are obviously a lot lower. I think he's still a good recruiter. I think that's the most redeeming quality of Billy Napier. So I can see it. I can see C tier. I don't hate it.
Something about it I really don't like. They've been so good at uncovering gems.
Yeah, that's fair.
That I don't like them just taking a Power 5 retread.
Yeah.
I feel like it's...
Billy did win at Louisiana.
No, for sure. It has like laziness vibes to me. I'm like, man, you guys have just been finding gems left and right. And now you're just like, oh, like we can get this guy who pretty good.
Seems like he came together quickly too.
Yeah. I'm going to say C tier.
Sure, that's fine with me.
Is that what you said too?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's hit our final break, and then we will wrap this up and a couple other quick hitters as well. Shout out to our friends over at... Shout out to the homies over at Toyota, man. Just doing the damn thing, and the best in the games at versatility, reliability, safety, performance. Even if that's your thing, they make Supras. You know how it is. But yeah, man, come hang out here at Colorado and experience all the beauty that this great state has to offer. And make sure you do it in a Toyota, man. So you can go up to the mountains, up to the trails, go check out Boulder, and then come back to Denver and just run around the city and see all that we have to offer down here. They got 17 models with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive like the Epic 4Runner. And Toyota also currently offers more low and zero-emission vehicles combined than any other automaker. And they're going to give you choices at that. 16 different options, including the Tundra iForce Max hybrid truck as well. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
Shout out to Toyota and shout out to our squad over at Chicken and Pickle, man. They got a special event coming up for everybody up here soon. Next Saturday, to be exact. It is the Beer Olympics, Jake, man. It's an epic day of fun, games, and of course, great drinks, man. Like I said, December 27th, next Saturday, we'll be hosting the DNVR Beer Olympics at the Chicken and Pickle in Thornton. And guess what? Here's the best part. It is free to join. All you got to do is RSVP at thednvr.com/events, man. Get yourself, playing maybe a little beer pong, maybe a little flip cup, man. You can challenge DNVR diehards and the crew with some friendly competition and soak up some elite atmosphere while you're at it, man. Each RSVP includes 2 free drink tickets at Chicken and Pickle. So come join us in Thornton next Saturday, December 27th for the perfect way to wrap up the year. Can't wait to see you there. And shout out to Chicken and Pickle.
All right. Next on the Tiersday coaching list,
Who we got?
LSU and Lane Kiffin.
F.
This is S tier. By far the best hire of the cycle. Best fit of the cycle.
Yeah, very easily S.
I guess I've been overruled then.
We'll hear you out at least, but we're putting this in S tier.
Scumbag.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
I'm dead.
I just knew you guys were both going to say that, so I wanted to stand on business.
It's just such a perfect fit, man.
I just want to know who his quarterback going to be, man.
I don't think it matters.
It definitely matters, bro.
I mean, of course, but he had Trinidad Chambliss as his second.
He's a
stringer.
dog, bro. He's a dog.
That's what I'm saying.
He identified
He's just going to have a whole room of them.
Maybe.
All I know is he's one wrong move away from showing up to a girl's house, breaking in and grabbing the butter knives.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord. Keep the butter knives out of this, bro. Next, we have Oklahoma State and Eric Morris coming over from North Texas. The first head coach other than Mike Gundy in 21 years for Oklahoma State. And yes, Drew Mestemaker, or is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Drew Mestemaker has just entered the portal as well. He was North Texas's starting quarterback, and it sounds like he is going to be the quarterback for Oklahoma State if all things.
Is that speculation or?
That's me speculating,
Okay.
but it's just, yeah.
I like the hire. I mean, to bring up, again, North Texas was also one of those teams that at certain points throughout the year was in contention to be the G5 team in the college football playoff. And prior to, I guess maybe this year, I don't know if I ever paid attention to a North Texas Aren't they the mean green? Well, I guess Mike Green came from there last year, the edge rusher who was drafted by the Ravens. But I think he's a good coach. And obviously he's a quarterback developer. He has the past, right?
This is the guy who found
With
Cam Ward
and he's going to be just
John Mateer and a bunch of them.
This is either I'm going to say either A or B.
Also, it's just speaking about Drew Mestemaker. It's amazing he just didn't start in high school.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's becoming this. That's crazy.
Yep. So I had never watched him until that Tulane game, and he was not very good in that one.
No, yeah, they really struggled.
He turned it on a little bit in the second half.
He did.
But yeah, early it was rough.
I call this B tier.
Yeah. I'm just not going to be getting too excited about Oklahoma State after the last couple of years.
And that's fair.
Ole Miss. Of course, Lane Kiffin out the door. Pete Golding promoted from defensive coordinator. Lane Kiffin went 55-19 in 6 seasons.
Do you know how bad I want Ole Miss to be better than LSU in the future seasons? And it's just not going to happen.
I think they play this year, if I'm not mistaken, in
Yes,
2026.
they made it like the first SEC game of the schedule.
This is a
gonna be
D
fun.
tier hire.
All
Made out
right,
of
the D
desperation.
tier.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's the thing. I truly believe this. I really think that they were like, we've got to somehow salvage this year. Like, this is our year.
Right.
And I think they felt like it would have been almost impossible to overcome the circumstances with an interim head coach.
For sure. You're kind of
Yes.
putting on your playoff run if you hire somebody else.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so they were like, what are we going to do? Like, what if we make Golding interim head coach and then he wins the national championship and we hired some other guy to come be our coach?
Right.
So I think their hands were tied. I respect the decision in the short term. Long term, it just has no juice whatsoever.
I think that's a perfect first ever selection on the DNVR Buff Show for the D tier. Great job.
Yep.
I hope I'm wrong. Like I said, I'll be rooting for Ole Miss over LSU at least.
For sure. Who do they have in the playoff again?
Tulane.
Tulane? They're probably going to get a win. Well, maybe not. I mean, Summerall's coaching there
That's
still.
what I'm saying. It's be an interesting game. I think they're still 20.5 point favorites. I looked yesterday.
That's crazy.
I know.
If Summerall wins that game, he's solidified as a Tulane legend forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like no one will even be that mad at him for leaving.
Yep.
If somehow they get if they lose by 50, everyone's gonna hate him.
Yep.
It's
Definition of a legacy game.
Florida might turn on them too. Be like, oh, wait now.
Oh, absolutely.
What did we just hire? What did we just hire?
Absolutely they would.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a massive game for John Summerall this weekend.
Penn State has hired Matt Campbell as their next head coach after letting go of James Franklin. We'll get to Virginia Tech as well. How do we feel about Matt Campbell headed to Pennsylvania? Do you think he regrets not waiting like 3 days for Michigan to open up?
Probably.
Wow. Yeah.
Crazy.
Probably. I still like the hire though. I think Matt Campbell's a good coach.
Wait, if Michigan has a chance to get DeBoer or Dillingham, they weren't going after Matt Campbell.
Yeah.
He would have been their 19th choice too.
Could have been. I mean, Matt Campbell's still a good coach, though. So
I think he's a good
all-time
coach.
winningest coach in Iowa State history, is he not?
C tier at best for me.
Wow.
Dang.
I was contemplating A. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think you're grading them on a curve.
Grading who or what on the curve?
You're grading Penn State on the curve of like, wow, after all of that, they actually got someone pretty good.
No. I think we were all on the same page in terms of like when you hire James Franklin, it's gonna be hard to do better than that.
Yes.
And I still don't think they did better than that. But this is, I think, in my opinion, without getting the Kenny Dillingham, the Kalen DeBoers, like this is as good as they could have done.
I mean, they
That's how I
tried
feel
for
about
everyone else in the world, though.
And that's
Like
me,
this is a better hire than Rule would have been.
Oh, by far.
Right?
yeah. I don't know. I feel when you said I don't think they did better than James Franklin. That to me makes it an F tier move immediately.
Well, then I
mean-
think you're grading them on a curve then. because you're still kind of penalizing them for making a bad decision, which was a bad decision. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I don't know. What do you think, Jake?
I think that's perfectly said, Jack. The hires would be the process
Absolutely.
of facts.
Yes.
Well said.
Have you seen that hat?
No, but look, here's the thing. I don't think it's C tier because I think that he's good enough of a coach and recruiter to get Penn State back to at least where they were with Franklin, which, again, the fact that they fired Franklin thinking they could do better,
Right.
like, that's not his fault. Just him coming in to Penn State with this fit, I think it does work pretty well. Yeah. Whether they'll actually win a national title with him and beat Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, USC for a Big Ten title, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I say
So,
B tier.
I say B, yeah.
But Penn State and B.
It's only one tier above where I had him.
I think I'd actually be more upset with Scott putting him in A tier than I would you putting him in C, honestly.
I said A, B.
All right. Michigan State. They let go. This came through. I don't even think we even talked about this one.
I like this one. I'm not going to lie.
Pat Fitzgerald is back at Michigan State. They let Jonathan Smith go after a very disappointing 9-15 run in 2 seasons. Aiden Childs comes in to be their quarterback, and then he's out the door in 2 years as well, too.
Did they drop this at like 9 p.m. on a Friday?
It was in the midst of something. I think it might have been like in the midst of when the Kiffin stuff was like at his peak.
Okay.
Yes. Because they were very quick. They made the move to fire Jonathan Smith, and then, I mean, what you were just talking about. I mean, the news comes out, Pat Fitzgerald may be interested in Michigan State. 6 hours later, Pat Fitzgerald hired by Michigan State.
What problematic thing did he do again?
Man, I don't even really know exactly.
I think it
he,
was just like overseeing
Abusing,
like
verbally
some hazing.
abusing players or some shit? Oh, hazing?
I thought it was like more of like hazing, like stuff going on in the locker room with players that he was just the head coach of. But I could be wrong about that.
Okay, so this is just Wikipedia. So Fitzgerald was suspended for 2 weeks by the president after independent investigation
concluded?
Confirmed allegations made by a player in November 22 for hazing. Apparently he was aware, made hand gestures or something. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here, actually. I don't think that I should read all this.
But I think that's the gist of it, though. Like, there's some hazing stuff going on in the locker room, and he didn't nip it in the bud, or at least up to the standard of the people, the higher-ups. But
At the very least.
at Northwestern, which, again, is somebody from Chicago, like, has never been looked at as a top-tier program, and they weren't even that when Fitzgerald was coaching them, but they were certainly a respectable program and seemed to kind of be on the verge of taking that next step when all this hazing stuff came out. So I really like this hire.
Didn't he maybe also win like a wrongful termination lawsuit?
Yes.
Yes, and Jerry is right. He was potentially cleared or something happened. So I don't even want to get into the specifics of this. So.
Okay.
And he's going to be motivated too. Like,
Oh yeah.
they pretty much got me out of there by his estimation for no good reason. And now he's back in the Big Ten, recruiting grounds that he's very familiar with, a conference he's very familiar
better
with.
resources probably
And
too.
better, exactly right.
Yeah.
So I like this hire. I like this hire.
Don't tell my boy Benny I said this, but second best program in the state in the same conference. It's just tough.
True.
It's just tough.
True.
But he can coach football. I'll give that a
C tier.
C tier.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right, a couple more here. We can go a little bit quickly and wrap up. UCLA let go of Deshaun Foster after going 5-10 in 2 seasons for Bob Chesney, who was the JSU head coach. JMU, Jesus, sorry. They, of course, are undefeated in the college football playoff this year. And I think, is he still coaching
I think
JMU?
he is. I believe he is. I'm not 100% sure about that, though.
JMU, again, this might just be a program and maybe even an AD thing. And they just roll teams, though, man. I mean, they flatten teams. It's not even close when they play. And again, they can only play who they can play, and you can say whatever you want about their schedule. But they roll teams. They've done it for like 3-4 years now.
This is just such an interesting one because I'm not sure that Bob Chesney has ever traveled west of the Mississippi in his life.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like, Delaware Valley, Kings, Pennsylvania, Johns Hopkins. He was up in Canada. Assumption. I mean, wow. This guy has really climbed the ranks.
Sounds like Kurt Signetti.
It's very. I don't know what the records are at these places. Let's see, five Patriot League titles at Holy Cross.
All right.
This is a really interesting one. It's just his entire career has been spent like firmly on the East Coast.
I just don't know if I trust
Yeah, what do you make of UCLA?
to get a hire right. Have they done that during my lifetime? I don't know.
I don't know. And they're potentially moving their home games now to SoFi.
Right.
And it's a very, what you said, you're now the second best. Shoot, I don't even know if they're the second best team in their
That's
state.
what I'm going to say. Cal might have something to say about that.
There might be a few other teams
For
too.
sure. For sure. So I don't know a ton about Bob Chesney, and this is more indicative of how I feel about UCLA than him, but this probably seems like a C.
His head coaching record is 132-51.
Wow.
That'll play.
This is a crazy hire for UCLA.
Yeah.
Good for them for taking a swing.
Yeah.
I think there's so many unknowns. I don't even know what tier to put this in.
He has never, ever been associated with major college football.
So where did he come from 2 years ago?
Holy Cross.
From Holy Cross?
Holy Cross. Before that, he was at Assumption. The New England Assumption Greyhounds.
That's probably like D2 or something.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's probably D2.
That's crazy, man. This is, yeah, like I said, before James Madison, Holy Cross, Assumption, Salve Regina, Johns Hopkins, Kings, Pennsylvania, Delaware Valley, Norwich.
Some of these sound
You're
like
just
high
making
schools.
up names.
Right.
Though.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. What a crazy climb for him.
Do we just chicken out and put it in C tier, I guess? I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, I kind of love it, but it's a wild gamble.
I mean, do we take a shot? Do we take a shot on their shot? Put it in A tier or something?
No, because they play in the Big Ten in their UCLA.
That's facts, actually. Put it in C tier. No, put it in C tier. This might be the only other S tier hire from this cycle, and it's Virginia Tech hiring James Franklin.
S tier?
I think it's A.
He has single-handedly ignited their recruiting instantly.
They still got to play the games, though.
For sure, but they're in a conference that has been floundering at best.
I'll call this an S tier. I think that he's going to have them. They're going to win the conference in the next 3 years.
He's got a better chance, I think, winning the ACC at Virginia Tech than winning the Big Ten at Penn State, I think.
Oh, absolutely. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Fantastic hire, then.
Yeah. I love Virginia Tech.
Great brand.
It's all because of Michael Vick, but like
Yep.
ever since then, I've just had a soft spot for
Shout
them.
out Marcus Vick and Tyrell Taylor.
I do like, though, that he's retaining Brent Pry, the previous head coach.
Yeah,
as
that's
his DC,
crazy.
which I think is cool.
That's
So,
amazing.
I like
Yeah.
that.
It's very Sean Payton, Vance Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shoot,
I would have
and
put it A, but I don't hate.
They're about to win a Super Bowl. It's got to be S tier. All right. Quick hitters. TJ Branch did enter the portal, yes. Did not play a single game in Colorado.
Yeah.
Had a great
branching
spring
out.
game, though. Rodney Colton was named ESPN's Impact 2026 recruit, by the way.
Nice.
They listed the entire Power Four. Rodney Colton was their pick for CU. So we like Carson Crawford. We like a lot of guys, but Rodney Colton gets a stamp from ESPN.
Love that.
Quick hitter on Arch coming back. Thoughts, surprise, nothing.
Knew it.
He's played very, very well since everyone gone out of his ass, basically.
It is true. Narratives are written early in the season.
It's crazy.
And it was just like, oh, Arch sucks and is overrated. He's probably still a little bit overrated, but he definitely doesn't suck.
He earned that 5-star rating, is what I'll say.
He's going to be the Heisman favorite next year.
Has to be.
Again.
Has to be.
Again, yeah. And probably Texas will enter the year at number 1 again.
Yeah. Players are re-signing. Jordan Mayava re-signed at USC.
Good for him.
A contract, an extension, if you will.
And like the
For a
teams are
college
like
football player.
announcing it.
Yes, no,
Like with a little graphic.
team branded graphic,
Right.
like in that like room where he's
Re-signed,
signing the
right?
thing.
It's
Like,
Shut the
Swear, bro.
yes, it's crazy.
Yes, gang.
I hate it here, man.
It's crazy.
it's insane.
dog.
We need a game. It's been too long. By the way, Army Navy, that was a hell of a football game.
Yeah,
Go Army, baby. I can't believe I was the only one on the Army side here.
yeah,
I know.
great pick. Navy dug deep to win that football
They
game,
did.
though.
Bro, those Army uniforms were sick too.
Yeah.
They always are.
The white and silver.
Yeah.
I mean, but the uniforms specifically for that game are always amazing.
sure.
Did you guys watch the other game that day?
The Celebration Bowl?
No. Oh, that was also
That was-
a great football game. But
That was insanity.
our guy at Prairie View, they got screwed.
Sheesh.
What's the point of reviewing it for 5 minutes if you're not gonna make the call that is very clear to the video?
That
like,
was so wild, bro.
Make the kick before, too, though.
Yeah, I mean, they could have, sure, they should have won it off the kick. You're right, but damn, that was nuts. But were you talking about the Washington game?
Yeah,
What about it?
Like
I
the
didn't
first
see it.
half, it was over at that point.
I know. It's just such a bad time for a bowl game, I thought, which weirdly it felt like it should be a good time, but like no one was in a college football mindset.
Why did no one talk about that? Like, just a random bowl game on Army Navy week? When does that ever happen?
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's I think it's done. I think that was the last one too. The LA Bowl. They said that was the last one.
Like the LA Bowl itself is going away.
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I also, for what it's worth, too, we haven't talked about this since the offseason last year, but we had 2 bye weeks this year because of the calendar, right? Because of Labor Day. And like the next time that
And
happens.
last year.
Was that last year or
It
this
was
year?
both last year and this year. We had
Oh,
two
okay.
buys.
Well, fascinating that it happened back-to-back years because it doesn't happen for like another 5 years at least or something.
But I think, could be wrong here. I think after 2 years ago, it was like because of the calendar. And then I think they liked it. And so they just kept it going.
I don't think that's the case this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna be disappointed if there's not 2 buys anymore.
No, I think we're going to have to barrel through again.
The season just goes by so fast already. The
I know.
second bye was so nice.
Bro, move the season a whole week earlier.
Yes.
Yes. And make the games longer.
Fifth
Stop
quarter.
with this shortening the game shit. It happened with the Broncos this week too. Where it's like halftime. I was like, I just sat down.
Yeah.
That game did go by quick.
All right, 2 super chats from Joseph Williams. Scotty, do you
my
want to
dog.
read?
Joe.
I mean, no way, right? I mean,
They just said JoJo is a buff.
heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That looks like the Dallas Cowboys in a profile picture, though.
Yeah. We love JoJo on this show.
Yes, we do.
Big JoJo show here.
For real, for real.
All right, see you, chat. We'll be back tomorrow. Much more to talk about. Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.